The arrival of Russian warships and fighter jets in Venezuela is a bold and unmistakable show of force, right in the heart of America's traditional sphere of influence. This is not a routine deployment. These are advanced military assets, making their presence felt just miles from U.S. shores, a move that has sent shockwaves through diplomatic and military circles alike. This is not just a diplomatic gesture. It's a direct and calculated challenge to U.S. dominance in Latin America, a region long considered Washington's backyard. The symbolism is powerful, but the intent is even clearer. Russia is willing to project its power far from home, and Venezuela is eager to welcome it. The presence of Russian military assets so close to U.S. borders raises serious security concerns and forces Washington to reconsider its regional strategy. For decades, the U.S. has maintained a dominant role in Latin America, but now that influence is being openly contested. For Venezuela, isolated and under crippling international sanctions, this alliance with Russia is a calculated move for survival. It's a way to break out of diplomatic isolation and gain access to resources, technology, and military expertise that would otherwise be out of reach. President Maduro sees Russian support as essential, providing both a deterrent against foreign intervention and a much-needed morale boost for his embattled military. The partnership also strengthens his grip on power at home, signaling to his opponents that he is not without powerful allies. Russia, under pressure from the West and seeking to expand its global influence, finds a strategic partner in Venezuela, deepening a relationship built on mutual defiance and shared interests. This partnership allows Moscow to project power into the Western Hemisphere and challenge U.S. interests directly. The warships and jets are more than mere symbols. They represent a tangible and significant shift in the balance of power in the Western Hemisphere. Their presence signals that the old rules of regional dominance are being rewritten. The U.S. must now contend with a powerful rival operating in its own backyard, forcing American policymakers to rethink their approach to security and diplomacy in the region. The stakes have never been higher. For Venezuela, Russian backing signals to the world, and especially to Washington, that it is not alone. It's a message of resilience and defiance, broadcast on a global stage. This partnership is about more than rhetoric. It's a new era of military and strategic cooperation, marked by joint exercises, technology transfers, and a growing sense of shared purpose between Moscow and Caracas. The sight of Russian hardware in the Caribbean is a stark reminder. Global power competition has arrived on America's doorstep. The region is no longer insulated from the rivalries shaping the rest of the world. By welcoming Russian military power, Venezuela is sending a clear message. It has a formidable friend willing to stand by its side, no matter the cost or the risks involved. This sets the stage for a new, unpredictable dynamic in the region, one where alliances are shifting and the balance of power is anything but certain. The world is watching, and the next moves will shape the future of the Americas. Russia and Venezuela have formalized a comprehensive strategic partnership, signaling a long-term alliance that is set to redefine their bilateral relations. 17 new agreements were signed in Caracas, covering military, energy, and financial cooperation through 2030 and beyond. These agreements are not just symbolic, they represent a robust framework for collaboration. This partnership, first initiated by Hugo Chavez, is now central to Maduro's national strategy, ensuring continuity and deepening ties that Chavez envisioned. For Venezuela, Russian support brings political legitimacy, economic relief, and a military shield. This support is crucial for maintaining internal stability and projecting strength. The deals provide stability at a time of international isolation and harsh Western sanctions. They offer a counterbalance to the pressures Venezuela faces on the global stage. Russia's unwavering support is invaluable as most Western nations refuse to recognize Maduro's presidency. This alliance offers a diplomatic counterweight. These agreements cement Russia as Venezuela's key ally, ensuring collaboration across critical sectors such as defense, energy, and finance. The alliance is a direct response to Venezuela's growing isolation, offering a lifeline where few others exist. It is a strategic maneuver to secure Venezuela's future. By signing these long-term deals, both nations are making clear their partnership will endure, regardless of outside pressure. This is a testament to their shared vision. This is not a temporary arrangement. It's a strategic alignment built to last, designed to withstand geopolitical shifts and external challenges. The world is on notice. Venezuela has powerful friends it can count on. This partnership sends a clear message of resilience and solidarity. The Russia-Venezuela bond is now a permanent fixture in the region's geopolitical landscape, reshaping alliances and influencing regional dynamics. Military cooperation is at the heart of the Russia-Venezuela alliance. Russia will supply advanced weaponry and provide training to upgrade Venezuela's defense capabilities. The partnership extends to intelligence sharing and counterespionage, strengthening both nations against perceived external threats. Joint development of drone technology will boost surveillance and operational effectiveness. This is a major escalation of previous ties, formalizing Russia's role as Venezuela's key security guarantor. For Maduro, Russian military backing is vital, a credible deterrent against foreign aggression. With Russia's support, Venezuela projects strength despite internal crises. The alliance sends a clear message. Any attempt to undermine the government will be met with robust defense. Energy is the cornerstone of the Russia-Venezuela partnership, forming the backbone of their growing economic and political alliance. Both nations see energy cooperation as a strategic necessity, not just a business opportunity. Russia is stepping in with advanced technology and significant investment to help Venezuela boost its oil production, with a special focus on extracting extra-heavy crude from the Orinoco Belt, one of the world's largest oil reserves. Years of underinvestment and crippling international sanctions have left Venezuela's vast reserves largely untapped. Now, Russian expertise and resources are expected to breathe new life into the sector, offering hope for a turnaround. The new agreements between the two countries are designed to accelerate recovery, injecting much-needed capital and introducing modern extraction techniques into Venezuela's state-owned oil companies, which have struggled to keep up with global standards. Beyond simply increasing current output, the partnership also includes joint exploration and the development of entirely new oil fields, ensuring a stable and long-term energy supply for both nations. For Venezuela, this collaboration is about more than just business. It's about national survival. Rebuilding its most important industry and finding ways to bypass U.S. sanctions are crucial for the country's future. With Russian support, Venezuela sees a real path to economic recovery and the possibility of regaining its status as a major oil exporter on the world stage. The transfer of cutting-edge technology and vital expertise from Russia is more than just assistance. It's a critical lifeline for Venezuela's struggling energy sector and its broader economy. Revitalizing the energy sector is the essential first step toward restoring economic stability and unlocking future prosperity for millions of Venezuelans. Today, the Russian alliance has become indispensable to Venezuela's economic hopes, shaping the nation's future and offering a chance at renewed growth and stability. Venezuela's economy is in crisis, battered by sanctions and hyperinflation. The government has turned to Russia and China for survival, securing a 10-year agreement with Moscow covering energy finance and technology. Chinese investment is also being courted to revive the oil sector. These partnerships are Venezuela's only viable path forward, providing access to markets and funds blocked by the West. Despite brief periods of growth, the outlook remains fragile. Any loss of foreign support could trigger deeper recession. The country's stability now depends on foreign investment and political backing from its allies. Russian support is not optional. It's essential for keeping the economy afloat. Without it, the Maduro government would struggle to provide even basic services. Russia's recognition of Maduro, in contrast to the West's support for the opposition, is politically vital for Venezuela. In return, Venezuela has aligned its foreign policy with Moscow, defending Russia's actions on the world stage. This mutual support transforms their partnership into a full-fledged geopolitical alliance. The alliance is a direct challenge to U.S. strategy and complicates regional diplomacy. For the U.S., a Russian-backed Venezuela is a strategic setback. limiting Washington's options. The political allegiance between Maduro and Putin has reshaped the region's diplomatic landscape. The Russia-Venezuela agreements are designed for the long haul, formalizing cooperation through 2030. The deals span hydrocarbons, finance, technology, and military affairs, providing a stable framework for collaboration. For Venezuela, this decade-long commitment is crucial for stability and recovery. Russia secures influence in Latin America and access to vast oil reserves. The partnership allows both nations to project power and counter global rivals. This is not a partnership of convenience, but a strategic alignment with lasting consequences. The decade-long commitment transforms ad hoc deals into a structured, enduring alliance. U.S. sanctions, meant to isolate Venezuela, have instead pushed it closer to Russia. Sanctions crippled Venezuela's oil industry and access to global markets, forcing it to seek Russian support. Russia has helped Venezuela bypass restrictions, providing technology, investment, and military aid. This partnership has created an alternative economic ecosystem, blunting the impact of Western pressure. Ironically, sanctions have deepened the Russia-Venezuela alliance, making it more resilient. The outcome: a new geopolitical reality, with Venezuela firmly in Russia's orbit. The Russia-Venezuela alliance is set to reshape the Americas, with deepening cooperation through 2030. Russian influence now extends beyond energy and military, altering the regional balance of power. Other Latin American countries must adapt to this new reality, navigating a more complex diplomatic landscape. The partnership offers Venezuela a path to recovery, but increases geopolitical friction. The alliance ensures Venezuela remains a flashpoint of international conflict. The long-term impact will depend on Venezuela's internal stability and the global economy. Venezuela's future now hangs between recovery and renewed conflict, at the center of a global power struggle.